Cheerios protein cereal.
Crunchy edamame beans.
I just found out about protein seasoning and had to give it a try.
High protein French fries, about 22 grams of protein.
These protein pretzels have 28 grams of protein. Guys, it's crazy.
Stop microwaving the protein brownies. I discovered even a better method.
Built Bar is trying to reinvent what it means to be a protein bar.
Starbucks is currently experimenting with a protein cold foam.
If you're alive in 2025, odds are something you ate today had protein sprinkled on it like it's magical fairy dust. Cereal? Protein cereal. Ice cream? Protein ice cream. Coffee foam? Protein coffee foam. We've gone from got milk to got macros. Right now, America has decided that protein is the one nutrient we're all horny for. Do I love this? Yeah, pretty much. Do I trust it? Not at all. So today, we're talking about why food companies are betting everything on protein and what it says about us as consumers. Spoiler, some of it's great, and some of it's just slapping a buzzword on junk food and calling it health. Protein used to be kind of this niche thing for weirdos like me. Something you bought as a powder, choked down in a shaker bottle, and then immediately regretted while sitting in traffic and your stomach is gurgling like Mount St. Helens. But now, protein has escaped the gym and invaded literally everything. Cereal, ice cream, chips, popcorn, pasta, candy bars, coffee foam. You can't dodge it. It's f***ing everywhere. And it's not just based on vibes. A recent Bain survey found that 44% of Americans say they want to increase their protein intake. That's up 10 percentage points in just 1 year.
God damn.
Companies saw that and went, ah yes, time to add protein to f***ing everything until society collapses or we ruin the planet. Whatever happens first. General Mills filed 78 protein-related patents in the last few years alone. That's 50% more than the 5 years previous. Translation? Some poor food scientist is spending their career trying to figure out how to turn Lucky Charms into a non-fat post-workout recovery shake. Let me know when that one's ready, by the way, will you? But it's not all bad. The truth is, more protein can be a good thing, especially when it actually makes sense. Problem is, some of this is genius, some of it is just slapping Protein Plus on the label to sell the same old junk food. That's what I want to sort through today. Hey there friends, I'm Jake and this is Bottom Line, and I love supplements. I've spent over a decade in the supplement industry, on the brand side and on the manufacturing side. Now, I break it all down so your kidneys don't have to. And heads up, if you're thinking about starting your own supplement brand and want to avoid some very expensive mistakes, or if you already have one and you're running into problems, I do consulting. Links in the channel bio if you want to book some time to chat. Let's take a stroll through the protein aisle of shame. Cheerios protein, because what kids really want on Saturday morning is 12 grams of protein packed in with their cartoon fix.
Yay.
Annie's mac and cheese protein, for when you want comfort food, but also want to get yoked. Magic Spoon cereal, the brand that said, remember the joy of childhood? Now, with erythritol and whey isolate. Yeah! Protein ice cream. One company called Protein Pints went from $100K in sales to $20 million in sales in a year, which is either a huge success or a pyramid scheme with sprinkles made out of protein. Quest peanut butter cups. They kind of taste like Reese's. If Reese's had lost custody of the kids and started doing an excessive amount of CrossFit. Berea protein pasta. Honestly, pretty solid. Your Italian grandma might allow this one. Protein popcorn. But if you bring this one to movie night, she's disowning you, as is her right. Protein coffee foam, because nothing says morning routine like pretending your coffee makes up for skipping the gym. And this is the line. Some of these actually make sense. Pasta with more protein? Awesome. Ice cream that's not a calorie bomb? Love it. But then you've got popcorn and coffee foam trying to sneak into the conversation, like, yeah bro, I'm healthy too.
Hey there folks, welcome back to Cooking with Too Much Protein. This bad boy's got 120 grams of protein, only 1 gram of net carbs, and exactly 0 reasons to exist. At least it's healthy though, right? Yeah! Right?
So why are we suddenly obsessed with protein? Why does every food brand feel like it needs a six-pack now? Well, there are three big reasons, and it's called the Holy Trinity. No, I'm just kidding. It's really this. Number one, GLP-1 drugs, Ozempic, Mounjaro, Wegovy, the weight loss meds everyone's talking about. Doctors tell patients to eat more protein when they're taking these so they don't lose muscle while dropping weight. And that advice trickles into the culture. And suddenly, half of TikTok is eating like they're in bodybuilding contest prep. Number two, fitness influencers. If you scroll TikTok for 5 minutes, you'll find a guy in a stringer, one of those tank tops made out of dental floss, yelling at you that you need 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight or you'll die small and weak. Breakfast? That's 30 grams. Snack? That's 40 grams. Your grandma's funeral? Pack a fucking shake, bro. Number three, health messaging. Politicians and wellness gurus are out here pitching Make America Healthy Again. And guess what's an easy, non-controversial box to check? Add more protein. Because here's the secret. Protein is the only macronutrient that's never been demonized. Fat got canceled. Carbs had Atkins. Sugar's basically Voldemort at this point. Protein? Teacher's pet. Oh, you build muscle and keep me full? You're perfect. Never change. Hags. That means have a great summer, if you didn't know. This whole protein craze isn't just about health. Like literally everything else in this world, it's about money. Dollar bills, y'all. Take whey, for example. 20 years ago, it was just the leftover sludge from cheese making. Dairy plants were basically trying to figure out how to dump it into rivers without breaking too many environmental laws. Now, whey is liquid gold.
I love gold!
US production is up nearly 60% in the last 2 decades. That's not waste anymore. That's Wall Street's favorite macro. And the numbers are batshit insane. Protein snacks are growing 3 times faster than regular snacks. Premier Protein Shakes, remember those little guys? They make up more than 80% of Bell Ring brand's sales, and their stock price has gone up over 200% in the last 5 years. This is why you're seeing every legacy food company jump in. Kraft Heinz didn't reinvent Lunchables. They just slapped a protein label on the box. Boom. Suddenly, it's not processed cheese and crackers. It's a muscle-building snack pack. Because here's the playbook. You don't have to invent something new. You just dust off your old product, add some whey isolate, put Protein Plus on the box, and now you're innovating. And investors eat it up, literally and figuratively. So why does putting the word protein on a food label sell faster than Coke at a frat party? Because protein feels like health. Even if you don't lift, you've been told protein builds muscle, keeps you full, and boosts metabolism. Those are easy wins. That's why slapping Protein Plus on a product instantly makes it seem better, even if the original version already had plenty. Greek yogurt, already high in protein. Chicken, still protein, last time I checked. But the rebrand works. Add the word protein in bold font on the package, and suddenly your Tuesday snack feels like performance fuel. Here's the problem brands run into though. Taste. When you start cramming protein into random foods, the texture can get weird. Gummy, chalky, off. Like I mentioned before, Quest peanut butter cups. Kind of like Reese's, but if Reese's was made during the Great Depression with leftover gruel from the coal mines or some shit. And that's the trade-off. Companies want the health halo, but consumers still expect it to taste indulgent. If it doesn't, are we sure it's gonna last? So here's the bottom line. This isn't just a fad. The US protein market is projected to hit $126 billion by 2028. And that's not even counting restaurants. AI-driven diet planning is already pushing high protein options. You plug your meals into an app, suddenly your shopping list looks like you only need to visit GNC. And companies aren't slowing down. If there's a food without protein in it right now, give it 6 months. We're gonna see some unholy mashups. Here's some fun predictions. Protein Oreos. Hell yeah, brother. Protein cotton candy. Can I trick my kids into eating it though? Protein beer. For the frat bros who care about raging and hitting their macros. Hell, maybe protein toothpaste, because nothing says oral care like 20 grams of whey isolate. Look, protein is great. I love that it's being added to stuff where it makes sense. Pasta, ice cream, even cereal. I love my junk food, so when there are healthier alternatives, I'm all about it. But when it's just marketing, that's when you end up with protein popcorn and protein coffee foam. At the end of the day, Americans don't want health. We want health marketing. And right now, protein is the sexiest word in food. So tell me in the comments, what's the weirdest protein product you've seen? Or even better, what weird food have you added protein to that actually kind of slaps? At this rate, I'll probably be reviewing protein toilet paper by next year. My butt can't wait. Thanks for checking out Bottom Line. I'll see you next time.